Hey everyone, I'm Christy with Addicted to Decorating, and for today's blogging help post, I want to cover a huge topic, and that is how I make money blogging. It's funny, whenever I meet somebody new and they ask me what I do for a living, whenever I tell them that I am a full-time blogger, they always get this really confused look on their face, and inevitably the next question is, how do you make money blogging? So I know that that's a question on a lot of people's minds, people who are just curious, but also from bloggers. If you're new in blogging or have only been blogging for a few months or even a year, you might still be wondering, what do I do with this thing? Okay, now I've started generating some traffic, and so how do I make money on it? So I'm going to share with you that information. I'm going to share with you exactly what I do in order to make money, and I'm going to tell you how much money I make on each thing, and then I'm also going to give you some other ideas, things that I haven't incorporated yet, but you might have tremendous success with. There are a few of them are things that I hope to incorporate in the future as well. I just haven't gotten around to it. It's a lot of work. So anyway, the reason that I wanted to do this, I know some people are like, oh my gosh, that's really personal that you're going to share how much money you make. And the reason that I wanted to do that is just because I think that, so many people are starting blogs, and I think so many people have an expectation that they're going to make all of this money on their blog. And I want people to understand what a reasonable expectation is with blogging. That information is not out there because blogging as a means of income is still so relatively new. If you try to find information on the internet about statistics of income for bloggers, that information is just not there. So, there's a lot of reasons why it's not there. For one, I think that from articles that I've read from other bloggers are just tight-lipped about how much money they make. And that's fine. If people don't want to share that information, that is their business, and they have every right to keep it private. I certainly don't fault them for that. But also, there's such a wide range of income that people have from blogging that I think putting together any kind of statistical information on on blogging as a whole would be virtually impossible. I mean, you've got probably hundreds of thousands of bloggers who are making zero, and you've got a handful who are making millions a year, and then you've got the rest of us who are somewhere in between. So I just think it would be virtually impossible to put together any kind of statistical information about blogging in general. So anyway, for those of you who are just wondering, okay, what can I reasonably expect? How much traffic do I have to have? How do I monetize? And from those things, what can I expect to make? I just wanted to pass along the information to you, and I hope that you find it helpful. Now, please, I don't want any, I'm really hoping that no one will read anything into this, and that's one reason that I wanted to make a video to kick off this blog post, is because when you're just reading words in black and white, it's so easy to read in attitude or things that are not intended. And so I didn't want anybody to be able to read it and say, oh my gosh, I can't believe she's bragging about this or anything like that. Trust me, I'm not bragging. I don't think that I have room to brag. I've worked a long time on my blog, and I'm just now getting to the point where I feel like I'm doing pretty okay financially. But I also know that I have a long way to go, and there are so many monetization options that I haven't even touched on personally on myself on my own blog, and I know that I have a lot of room for improvement. But on the flip side of that is I didn't want people to say, oh my gosh, I can't believe she's complaining. Trust me, I'm not complaining. I am thankful for the income that I have on my blog, because I know that, there's a lot of people who try to make money on a blog, and they're not successful at it for one reason or another. So, Anyway, I didn't want there to be any room for attitude or anything like that. I genuinely just really want to share this information with you in hopes that it will help you, that it will encourage you, that it will give you a better understanding of what is needed in order to make money off of a blog, and stuff like that. So please just take it as informational and me really having a desire to help you and stuff like that. So let me just end by saying the number one key to making money on a blog is traffic. You cannot make money on a blog without traffic. So if you have a brand new baby blog right out of the box, monetization should be the last thing on your mind right now. Really spend time working on your content, get your content, quality content out there. With the quality content, you want to be consistent in your blogging. If you're not consistent, visitors are not going to stick around. And then once you get the quality content and consistency down, the visitors will come. So, again, if you're brand new, just put this information back on the back burner for a while and concentrate on those things, because without traffic, you cannot make money on a blog. But if you've got the traffic and if you've been working on your quality content for a while and you've got the traffic, then you can start incorporating some of these ideas. And I wish you the best. I really do. I wish each and every one of you all the success that you hope to have on your blog. So anyway, I hope you find it helpful, and let me know if you have any questions.